Welcome to ET Live, everybody. It is Taylor Swift Day, and it's me, Lauren Zima. Yes, everyone, the Reputation era is over, and Taylor Swift is telling us all to love ourselves, me with a capital exclamation point. She's also revealed with her new song and her music video that the line from her album Reputation, quote, "My reputation precedes me," has a lot more meaning than maybe we ever knew. So we are here to break down what we do and do not know about her new song, Me, and its accompanying music video now that they have both been released.
I promise that you'll never find another like me. Like me.
Our first impressions of this collab between Taylor Swift and Brendan Urie of Panic! At the Disco, well, the song is very much in line with that plethora of pastels that Taylor had teased we would be getting. On Instagram, she made it clear that this is her new color palette and this video is a visual feast. Plus, the snake era of Reputation is seemingly over. It exploded into butterflies. Clearly, Taylor taking on a new chapter as she comes forth from the chrysalis into a beautiful butterfly. Brendan and Taylor sing in the video. They speak French in the video. And as usual with Taylor Swift, we see cats, we see costumes, we see paintings on the wall, and so much more that might indicate what's to come. Moving forward, the album features the video features lots of different scenes, including this one, Taylor and some dancers in suits. What could it mean? What are the briefcases? There's 7. Is that indicating her 7th album? Brendan jumps forth and grabs an umbrella. Is this an homage to a certain movie, which we'll talk through in a minute? Wizard of Oz, anybody? Yes, we're gonna pay a little nod to the movies that the music video might be paying nod to. The video is very much about the visuals, and the future looks bright for Taylor, literally. She is seemingly leaving the past behind, so let's start with that opening scene. Like we said, the snake. It's the end of the Reputation era, which was all about the reptiles. Taylor was taking ownership of the hate that she had coming her way with Reputation. She addressed her feuds with people like Kanye West and Taylor Swift, alluding to them in the lyrics. Well, now it seems Taylor's ready to make nice. And she is the butterfly. Now we're seeing the rainbow bricks in that scene that she teased on Instagram just 5 days ago. She posted this. In fact, what fans are now learning is that so many of her Instagram posts are literally in the video. Realized. What this French scene means, we don't exactly know yet, but in the opening scene of the video, we see her little kittens, her young daughters. And that was also teased on Instagram. There are Meredith and Olivia. We got a little note of the bar cart on Insta just a couple days ago, and now we see that in the video too. Plus, this painting of chicks, well, that's literally a scene on the wall featuring chick paintings and the Dixie Chicks. More on that later. So we've got pastel suits and briefcases. Again, it was teased on Instagram. Taylor is delivering on everything that she was promising, even though we didn't know what promises were being made at the time. Pastels for days, purses for days. Brendan jumps off a balcony, grabbing onto an umbrella here and floating down with the greatest of ease. We saw a little taste of that balcony also on Instagram. And tulle, pink tulle. It's all about the pink, everybody. That's why I'm wearing pink today. Plus, we learned that Taylor Swift has a new kitten. Yes, we met the cat in the video. Brendan gives her the cat on this balcony scene, and Taylor seemingly confirming on Instagram, and then there were 3 that, yes, she has a new kitten. What could the new cat's name be? Fans are already wondering. So throughout the video, we were picking up major movie vibes like Mary Poppins. Take a look at these side-by-sides. It's pretty clear. Wizard of Oz, we'll take it. Beauty and the Beast, a lot of people were saying that this grand staircase looks just like the one that Belle descended. And a lot of people noting Austin Powers nods here. Taylor and Brendan dance in a 60s music video kind of a way. Some people have even set the music video to Austin Powers theme music, and you know what? It works pretty well. Next up, guys, we are talking through what all this means for the album. When will we get our 7th Taylor Swift album? And is this first song giving us clues on what the other tunes will sound like? That's coming up. Joining me now to discuss all things T Swift is our resident Swiftie etlive's social media producer, Oscar Gracie. Hi, are you all right?
No, I'm not. I'm emotionally, physically, metaphysically unwell, but thank you so much for asking.
Tell me about your jacket, Oscar, because I heard a rumor about it.
Well, this just so happened to be a jacket that I saw Taylor Swift walk out of her apartment wearing the other day.
Okay.
I saw it and I said, wow, I need a tie-dye jacket for this era. And thankfully, the stands found the exact same jacket. I happened to locate it at my local shopping center. And I might have went into debt purchasing it, but I feel great wearing it, and that's all that matters.
Wow, living the moment, yes.
Honestly, that's what it's all about.
It's all about me.
It's all about me.
So, Oscar, of course, we had to bring you in to talk through what we've all been obsessing about all night. We barely slept. Everybody's texting about it. And first, I want to discuss just your feelings on the song Me, because, and I think Taylor talked a little bit about this. We have some sound we're going to play later, but this song is, I think when you hear the word me, exclamation point, like when we heard that was the title, it's like, okay, wait, what's going on here? I had a couple questions. I'm like, it sounds self-involved. But then you realize that the beauty of it is that it's self-involved, that it's about loving yourself and saying you're awesome.
Yes, it is probably the most Taylor Swift song Taylor Swift has ever released. It's so her. I'm so emotional about this song, honestly, because think about where she came from with like Reputation, where she had to turn into someone darker and cold-blooded just to prove that, you know, you can't mess with me, you can't keep taking these shots at me. And then she literally shed her skin, and now she's just accepting herself, and she's herself, and that's what this whole era is about. And it's the most beautiful thing, literally, in the whole world. Like, William Shakespeare could never even come up with this stuff. He's lucky he's in the grave, because Miss Taylor Allison Swift really did that this era, and that's the tea.
Okay, I don't know if I'm with you on that. I'm not going to take down Shakespeare today,
honestly,
but
I'll do it for you.
I like you saying that this is the most Taylor Swift song that we've ever had. That's interesting. Because, so what, are you saying goodbye to Taylor Swift Country Days? That wasn't the Taylor to you? Now we finally have our fully realized Taylor?
I think that the big thing about Taylor is that she is this spectrum. She is this gradient. She's not just one thing that she can be boxed in. She is all these genres. She's all these different colors, and that's her brand. She's not afraid to experiment when it comes to her music. She will do pop if she wants to do pop, and her song will be stuck in your head. And if she wants to go back and do country, maybe with the Dixie Chicks, she'll go and do that. She really can do whatever she wants, and I think that's what we're really going to see this era, is her embracing all sides of her personality, all sides of her music taste, and just really experimenting with that.
Okay, well, let's talk theories, because of course, the second that a Taylor Swift song drops or a music video comes out, we know she's put the hints in there for us, and you are the person I had to come to for this. The first thing I want to talk to you about is a theory that I'm very much fully behind. That, by the way, ET Online's Bryce Sander, I have to give him a shout out. He tweeted this and made me think about this. Is the entire album all collabs?
Okay, now this theory, I did not sleep, and this theory is maybe why that happened, because I'm really shook by it. It does kind of make sense. She's never had a lead single be
a collab.
Yeah, she's never had it be with a feature. She does features very, very sparingly throughout her whole entire career. She only had one last album, 1989. She had the Bad Blood remix, and that was it. So they're very used very sparingly. So the fact that she already has the lead single, and we know that the Dixie Chick song is coming on this album.
How do we know that for sure?
Oh, girl, we sure do. Miss Taylor Allison Swift does not do anything on accident. The fact that she has a line talking about cool chicks, there's a photo of the Dixie Chicks in the music video. The Dixie Chicks tweeted her. Taylor posted on Tumblr.
Well, let's go. We're going to go through the. Okay, so first of all,
there's a lot happening.
There it is. So obviously, as we've said, Brendan Urie, Panic at the Disco, lead singer, he's on this song. I mean, I don't know another time any artist has released the first single off their album as a collab. I'm not saying it's never been done before, but it's certainly not common. Which to me indicates I totally believe this could be an album entirely of collabs, because why else do you release your first single as a, and it's not even just, it's not like he's on the chorus. I mean, he's in the whole song and in the whole video. This is a full-on duet.
Yeah, and she actually hinted at this on her Elle magazine interview a couple of weeks ago when she listed the things that she learned before she turned 30. She gave Panic at the Disco this big shout out. No one really thought anything about it back then.
What did she say?
She said that growing up, she loved listening to Panic at the Disco and how they inspired her as a songwriter. So no one picked up on that. So now you have to look back and think, okay, you know, she's had so many different artists come out on tour. She supported a lot of other artists. Are all these other artists going to be collabing with her on this album? But the one thing I will say that makes me think this album won't be filled with duets is because she's a touring artist. That's what she does. She loves having a big album and then a humongous tour to follow it. It will be really hard for her to do an international tour with all duets.
Right. Or does she just not tour?
She will definitely tour. Don't even put that out there, because I bought this jacket. This is my tour outfit for one of the nights. I'm already saving for all the flights and hotels and tickets I'll have to be purchasing. So she will be going on tour, Lauren. I will promise. I would put that on I'll put my life on it, truly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so like we said, first single is a collab, and then this Dixie Chicks thing. So the song, the lyrics, a lot of cool chicks out there. We see in the video chick paintings all over the wall, and at the center there, the Dixie Chicks.
I hate her.
If it wasn't clear enough that this was a painting of the Dixie Chicks tweeted at Taylor Swift just a little wide-eyed emoji. And to me, that means they knew this was coming. It's not like they're surprised. Oh, thanks for the shout out, Tay. That would have been their response. That eye emoji indicates everything to me that a collab is coming with the Dixie Chicks.
Yeah, and she also posted on Tumblr, once a chick stan, always a chick stan, because she always has loved them growing up, so I'm not like super surprised to see this happen. So it's definitely coming. It's definitely coming, and I'm interested to see, though, what kind of genre that'll be. Like, will it be pop country? Will it just be full-on country? I don't know, but I'm really excited to hear it.
Interesting. Well, and that is a question, right? Because also, if it's an album all of collabs, you wonder, okay, well, how will the whole album feel?
Yeah.
And by the way, kind of without even knowing it, E.T. was digging into whether this could be an entirely collaborative album, because we have been, of course, asking everybody who knows or has worked with Taylor when we've seen them on red carpets about whether they will be working with her for her new album. Here are our receipts that we were filing without even knowing it. Take a look.
So ready for this new era.
Yes. Are we ever going to hear you guys on a song together?
I mean, nothing's impossible.
You always inspire and encourage your female friends. Cardi, Taylor. Yep. Are you excited for her music?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness, yeah. It's amazing. You just wait.
You're performing tonight. Taylor Swift is performing tonight. Could we ever see a collaboration between you two?
Definitely. I mean, hey,
like this.
It's not only up to me, you feel me?
Taylor Swift was just on this carpet before you. What about the rumors that Katy Perry and Taylor Swift could make music together?
I mean, I'm making music with Zed. I'm open. Open.
Does that mean a yes?
Her to make music with anybody is great.
I'm a lovable AI.
She was open. Okay, so some possible collabs there. I believe the Katy Perry one. What do you think?
I would love to see that happen, honestly. Just two pop queens making peace. We got the olive branch wreath last year, which was truly an historic moment in pop culture, if I do say so myself. So to have a collab between these two would be truly, truly iconic.
And I don't know what would signify more for Taylor moving forward into a new chapter other than completely burying the hatchet with Katy Perry with a collab. She extended the olive branch. Now let's bury the hatchet with a full-on musical, delicious moment. Also, Maren Morris posting to her Instagram story about how excited she was about the new music. Maybe something with her and Marin. I could see that. Two female powerhouses. Kelsey Ballerini showing her support for Taylor on Instagram as well. Just loving it, saying that it was a magical musical bomb coming at us. Now these, I don't know. Does this mean they could have worked with Taylor, or are they just fans like the rest of us? We know they love her.
It could go either way. I mean, Marin did introduce her award at
iHeart.
Yes. So, I mean, is it just because that Marin performed with her during the Reputation tour, or is it because it was a sign of something that's coming? It really could go either way. Regardless, we know that Taylor's very close with both Kelsey and Marin. But I could also see a collab. I'm losing my mind, like, constantly because of Taylor.
I think that's the problem is we know so many people, so many celebrities are fans of her just like we are.
Yeah.
And then she's worked with, you just kind of think the possibilities for collabs are endless.
Because her friends are also fans of hers. So it's not easy. It really isn't easy.
It's really not easy. No, it's not. And by the way, after the song dropped, Kelsey followed up with this tweet saying, quote, "Spelling is fun." That's a line from the song. Taylor is a butterfly. Good night. Okay, good night. All right, so more clues from Tay. She delivered. Let's talk about all of these pastel-colored Easter eggs throughout the Me music video. First of all, like we said, Dixie Chicks, Taylor Swift. This could mean a collaboration. Their painting is literally on the wall. Does that mean the writing is on the wall for a musical union between these two? There it is, the Dixie Chicks. There's a lot of cool chicks out there, and maybe she sang a song with them. Let's talk about this, Oscar, this lover sign in the music video. So we see in the background in one of the scenes a neon sign that says lover. Now, the lyrics are, you know, the word lover is in the lyrics, but what do you think? Does this mean more than just a nod to the lyric? Could this be the name of the next single?
Okay, so this one's really deep with me because even before she started posting any of the clues this month, I thought that the single and album would have something to do with hearts or love, just because even going back to the Instagram where she announced she was switching record labels, she had a heart on her cheek. So that's kind of where everything started, signifying the next era. She really made a big deal about I heart, and she added a lot of heart emojis when she started posting those clues. So the heart motif, if you will, has been very present in Taylor's Instagram the whole time she's been teasing this era. So I would not be surprised if Lover was either a song or the album title. And obviously Lover is mentioned a lot in this song in particular. So I can definitely see it becoming a bigger thing this era.
Okay, so you think that sign means something?
Yeah, and she's had so many hearts like on her Instagram filters and all the teases that she's been doing on her website. A lot of hearts going on.
Yeah, on the, I noticed on Spotify when you're streaming Me, it's just a little video of Taylor writing M-E, and then the exclamation point, the little period is the heart. Okay. All right, next up, we have this scene with her and Brendan involving an engagement ring and a kitten. So we now know per Instagram that Taylor seems to have a new cat. But why did he throw away the engagement ring? What do you think that's saying?
I think the big thing is that Taylor is saying, granted, I want it to be an engagement because that would be bigger than Meghan and Harry's IMO. But I think it's saying that a ring isn't the key to her heart, a cat is, and that's very much a mood. You know, that's the way you show your love, is by getting another cat. And I already love her. I know nothing about her yet. We don't know her name or anything, but I'm in love with her. She looks a lot like my cat. So I feel like Taylor and I are just very close this era, even more so than ever before. Look at her.
Do we think she'll give her another TV character name?
Oh, you know something's gonna happen. My theory is Monica Geller, because she loves Friends, and Monica, she is a self-proclaimed Monica. So I really could see that happening. Yeah.
Love. I mean, I like Taylor throwing out the engagement ring. Like, look, get engaged, get married if you want to, but I love that she's saying, this is not what this song is about. The song is about me, how great I am. I don't need, you know, this relationship to define me. I'm awesome in it, but I'm awesome on my own.
Yeah, and, you know, she's always wanted to tackle those kind of rumors in her music videos, as we saw, obviously, with Look What You Made Me Do, the most iconic video of all time. So I feel like that was a little nod at it, too, because everyone was speculating, like, is she going to be engaged? Is she pregnant? Are her and Joe going to get married soon? So I think that was really funny, and it's such a cute little nod to that.
Goodbye, engagement ring. Okay, next up, the butterflies. Now we know that she got this amazing butterfly mural done in honor of me, exclamation point. And then we see the butterflies in the video. I mean, I think this symbolism is pretty obvious. The butterfly is born from the chrysalis. It is rebirth. It is something new. Anything else to add to this?
I think the big thing too is that she probably did cause the butterfly migration a few months ago in LA. I believe that she's probably behind that. She probably worked with some kind of scientist to import millions of butterflies into Los Angeles when she was here. Wow. She had the butterfly shoes. Wow. Her mind is so powerful. Wow. I think everyone underestimates her.
Wow. Well, you aren't.
Nope, certainly not.
You're saying goodbye Shakespeare. Hello, Taylor.
Yes.
Yes. Then we got Tay maybe making another move back to country. We see her in these little country boots, doing a little two-stepping. To me, I think we're gonna get some country tunes on the album.
Yeah, not only has she been wearing these cowboy boots in the music video, but in a lot of the teasers and video promotions she's been doing, she's been at the Bluebird, and that's been a big part of the background. And
that
then
iconic
obviously,
Nashville club. I mean,
yeah,
she got her start there. So many
that's
people
where she
did.
was discovered for the first time. And the mural being only in Nashville, I think, is a big sign about that too. A lot of it's her going home almost. And she's done a lot of country collabs in between 1989 to now. She had the song with Little Big Town, and then she had the song with Sugarland, obviously. So I think that we're gonna get a good mix of pop and country this album. We love that. We love that.
Okay, let's talk this rainbow at the end here. So, Oscar, tell me your thoughts. We have rainbow colors throughout the video. We knew that it would be this pastel theme, but literally a rainbow in the music video. What does it mean?
Well, first of all, shout out to the CGI in this video. It's better than Game of Thrones. It's better than Avengers Endgame. Truly, the cinematography is stunning. So the whole video kind of takes place in the chrysalis, as we kind of mentioned. So we see like the rainbow breaking through the chrysalis and this explosion of color. And I think this is really just her finding herself again and breaking free of all these kind of restraints that she put on herself. I think she kind of boxed herself in with Reputation, that she had to be this one thing. Reputation was kind of this whole conceptual album of her being dark and vengeful, eventually finding herself at the end with like New Year's Day. And then this is showing that, okay, this era, all that's breaking free. She's finding herself, and this album is gonna be truly authentic to her and her personal freedom. So it's just really the most beautiful thing in the world, honestly.
Well, when will we get it? How long will we wait, Oscar? What do you think? You know what? Let's break down the evidence first.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Because I feel.
Do you feel how stressed I am?
Yes. So this was the timeline of Reputation. Okay, so. Yeah. And I kind of had forgotten how long we sort of had to wait.
Oh, girl, it was the hardest time of my life.
Oh, my God. In August of 2017, she announces the new album. The very next day, we get Look What You Made Me Do. Our minds explode. Our bodies explode. We're analyzing the heck out of that video, just like we're doing here today. Things change, and yet they stay the same. Then September 3rd, so a couple weeks after Look What You Made Me Do, we got Ready for It. At the end of October, Gorgeous. And then we didn't get the album until November. So between the first release and the album release, about a month and a half, well over that in there. So when could we get the 7th album? Fans have pointed out that in the video here, we have a clock. And the clock on this table is set at 8:30. And I know that we've looked into some domain names that have been made available. What do you think? 8:30? Will we not get the album until August 30th? Will it be sooner?
8:30 makes a lot of sense to me. It lands on a Friday, which is obviously a new music release day. And I feel like that's a little bit more aligned with Taylor's release schedule in the past. She's always done like more fall albums. That's why this release in particular had me shook, rattled to the core. Like my whole mind has just been a mess. I can't handle it because she's never done a release this early. She's never released new music.
Well, Oscar, let me ask, is the reason that she released the song is what I can't stop thinking about is her song with Ed Sheeran on Reputation. When she said, my reputation precedes me, so the album Reputation preceded the song Me. And then the line is, I want to be your endgame. And today, Endgame comes out as an Avengers Endgame. So did she release the song today so that she could be our Endgame and Reputation preceded me?
Honestly, would I be surprised? Absolutely not, because She drives me crazy, and I hate her so much because she does everything with such intent and such purpose, and it makes me a sociopath. And I really can't handle the stress and the pressure of it. So that does make sense. I also think she really would want, if she's gonna do a big pop song, that she would want like a Song of the Summer moment. I think she hasn't had like that chart reign in a while, because with Reputation, it was more like reclaiming her reputation. She didn't really care about the charts. But I feel like, you know, now she's like back and she knows that she can write a catchy pop song and she wants to dominate the charts. So I think the Song of the Summer element definitely plays a part in why she released early too.
What about the rumors about a domain, like a website that had been purchased for July?
Yeah, so the Swifties, we're stronger than the FBI, truly. We really get to the bottom of things like that. So people did find that there was a domain name for July 13th that led to Taylor's website, but a lot of people found out that that was actually someone else behind it, that it really wasn't Taylor. So it might have been debunked. And also July 13th is actually Saturday, so it wouldn't be aligned with like the actual realistic album release.
So we might have to wait until August.
We might have to wait until August, which will really weed out the weak and the strong, and I probably won't make it to then. So carry out my legacy, Lauren.
This might be our end game, isn't we're just all gonna die before
Honestly,
the album
I'm gonna
comes out.
be
We're not
snapped.
gonna make it. Okay, all right. Well, Oscar, thank you so much for being here. I mean, I thought I was bringing it with my T-shirt, but you've bought Taylor Swift's actual jacket. We'll be back with more Taylor Swift. Don't go anywhere.
If you write, you can turn your lessons into your legacy.
Here's the reason for the teardrops on my guitar. The only thing that keeps me wishing on a wishing star.
There's just sort of a little bit of pride involved when you've written a song by yourself. I like to write songs about boys and relationships.
I tend to include details and the entire story, because for me, the most fun part about this, the most intriguing part about music is the storytelling.
I think you have to live a life in order to be inspired by that life, and so the more people that I meet that make me feel things, it's like I write songs about those people.
For me, music is the way that complex emotions become more simple, and that's why I write songs about my life, and you know that's why we turn to music when we don't understand what's going on.
Now I'm lying on the cold, hard ground. Trouble.
Fans keep raising the bar. So for me, like, it makes me want to raise the bar on the music I'm making and make an even better next record.
I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. I shake it off, I shake it off.
I wouldn't want to do this if I didn't have 100% control over what I wear, what my message is, what my lyrics are, what songs I sing on stage.
We are seeing the changes already with Taylor Swift's single, Me. All the pastel colors, possible collabs on this new album. And it seems that this album might be different than all of hers in the past. Joining me now to discuss Taylor's past, present, and possible future is Jason Lipshutz, Senior Director of Music at Billboard. Jason, thank you for being here. Let's talk the evolution of Taylor Swift and the
Talk
themes.
T-Swift. It's the day to talk T-Swift.
It really is. I mean, look, so the 7th album coming up, we couldn't be more excited for it. But of course, in the past, we've seen this full evolution of Taylor Swift from country to pop to who knows what. We had a very different aesthetic, for example, on the Red album than we did on 1989. Here's Red. I remember it. I was obsessed with it. 1989. And then, of course, Reputation. So what do you think? Just based on the trajectory we've seen Taylor go on, what do you think the vibe of the next album is going to be?
You know, it's a good question, and I think one of the most unexpected things about Me and the whole vibe of the music video is that it almost is a return in some ways, not only to the pure pop of 1989, but also even before that, when she was putting out on Taylor Swift, her debut album and Fearless, a kind of more innocent vibe. And obviously she's grown up a lot. She's learned a lot of lessons. She's one of the biggest superstars on the planet. But you almost get this family-friendly feel from this new single and video, as if, and I wrote about this today, it's almost as if it's a course correction after Reputation was so dark. It's almost like she's paying attention now more to the youngest audience members at her stadium shows. So it'll be interesting to see how reflective Me is of this new era in general, but it certainly seems like it's off to a very kind of wholesome start.
Yeah, I mean, and look, you see Taylor Swift grow up, and of course you see her fans grow up with her, but a smart business move to bring in new young fans and keep getting another generation of music listeners on your side and buying your stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny because a lot of people are making, comments about the spelling is fun line in Me and some of the kind of more wholesome, ooey gooey vibe of some of the lyrics. But again, her last album was pretty adult. It was dark. It was almost cold. And this is the complete opposite of that. I think, kids are going to love this song. I think families are going to love this song. I think that pop radio is going to love this song. It's very catchy. She is a master at melody. And, it'll, like I said, it'll be interesting to see how much of this we get on this next album. But I don't think anyone should blame her for not going darker. I think from all the Instagram teasers, it was pretty obvious that she was going a little bit lighter, a little bit sunnier with this release. But to see how ultra positive this is has certainly thrown some people off guard after Reputation.
Well, and look, it's also indicative of perhaps, just the real life place that she's in. I mean, we just watched this package of her talking about how, as we all know, she draws inspiration for her lyrics from her real life. And as far as we know, she's happily in a relationship with Joe Alwyn. Hopefully it seems her mom's on a better health track. She'd been through, of course, her health scares. And Taylor could be in just a lighter, happier place, and the music's just reflecting that.
Yeah, I totally agree. And not only with her relationship, obviously that's going to be the focus, but I think just creatively and professionally, I think she's in a really good space. I think that Reputation was certainly a hard left turn, but I think the success of that album, the success of that corresponding tour was really vindicating for her. And she talked about it when she was on the iHeartRadio Awards about a month or two ago, about how she had heard so much doubt about that tour, especially because it came from a darker album. But the tour was so successful. She had multiple hits from that album. I think that she's in a really good place, like I said, not just personally, but also professionally.
So Taylor's set to open the Billboard Music Awards, premiering her new single. What do you think we can expect from this performance, Jason?
I'm very excited about this. May 1st, which is next Wednesday night. I think what fans can expect is just a lot of excitement. And I think that you see it in this music video, but I think you're going to see a different type of energy when Taylor and Brendan are performing this song on stage together for the first time. The way Taylor operates, she keeps everything under wraps for so long. And the fact that they're finally going to be able to take the stage together after what I could only presume, based on the production value of this video, was a lot of time, a lot of work. I think it's gonna be a rush, and I can't wait to see it on Wednesday night.
I'm obsessed with Brendan Urie's voice. I'm just really excited to see them perform it together. And speaking of where she's at professionally, we know, Taylor has signed with a new record label. What do you think that means for the vibe of the album and for where she's heading creatively and professionally, especially now that we've heard this first song?
Yeah, she's worked with Republic Records in the past. Obviously, she had the Big Machine label umbrella, and this is certainly a slight change for her. But I don't think there's going to be that many reverberations, simply because she's so hands-on with every part of her presence professionally, whether it's how a single is released, how an album is released, how a tour is routed. There's no one more hands-on with this stuff than Taylor Swift. So, I don't think we're really going to feel those effects too much. Obviously, Republic Records is doing very, very well, and they have an extremely professional team over there, and I'm sure that will be a huge help for her. But in terms of consumers, I don't think you're going to feel that change too pronounced.
Yeah, well, we noticed too, I mean, the music video credit is Taylor Swift Productions. So
Taylor Swift Productions, yeah. I mean, again, just super hands-on, and she's been a huge advocate of artist rights and royalties. So, I think that she's leading by example. It'll be interesting to see, honestly, from a kind of an inside baseball perspective, how much is going to be changed on this record. But again, if you're a Taylor Swift fan, I don't think you'll notice the very fine print.
All right, Jason Lipshutz, Senior Director of Music at Billboard. Jason, thank you as always. And guys, Taylor Swift at the Billboard Music Awards, Wednesday, May 1st on NBC. Thank you, Jason. All right, we're going to go keep listening to Me on repeat for the break, but stick with the stream. ET Live is 24/7. We'll be right back.